So welcome on StoneVania Season 1! Whoa!
Let's
So we're super excited to have you in. We're 27 for this season. So 27 Vanians. We got Index, Bulb, we got Coco, we got Danman, we got Dakotis, a lot of people missing still. Escaper, Gribbo, Grim, Macy, me, Justin, Ram, Ladycat, Lucky, Lint, Savile, Namrot, Prism, Robust, Sabertooth, Show, Warden, James, Z, Unted, and Gatto. Sorry, that was a lot. So for this season, we decided to have this Mushroom Island as our shopping zone, our game district. So excited to see what you guys do with this, and let's get started. Woohoo!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Before everyone
I'll be
leaves,
back.
make sure you have your replay mod on if you don't have it already. Just
I'll be back in a minute. I forgot to change my skin.
Don't let him run.
Going
Chase him down
this
and kill
way.
him.
No, no, already.
The violence is already starting. Oh, I'm just
You're
gonna.
not touching me.
I am really bad at this.
Actually, which?
Where's all my support? Damn it.
Actually, where do we all go?
I don't know. I think we go mining
split
together.
up.
I'm trying to kill Exilic, so
I'll have the first kill of the server.
you will, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to StoneVania. If it wasn't obvious by now, this is a survival multiplayer server I am on with a bunch of other creators. Before we all headed off and started doing our own thing, however, we decided to do an early resource gathering mission as a group. So while we go over some of the highlights of that, I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about my plans for this season, questions some of you may have, and the like. As for my plans for the season, I have a base design that isn't going to be huge like my other bases. Instead, while it's going to take up a rather large area, it's going to be a series of smaller builds that are more detailed. I've decided to go in this direction for a couple of reasons. First, I tend to do a lot of these large builds, but when I take a step back and look at them, I find them to be just a bit too plain, and so I'm pushing myself to worry more about the details and less about the size. This should hopefully make me a better builder and give me a base I'm actually happy with at the same time. In addition to the base itself, the world I am building is going to have a story to it too. Now, there are two kinds of stories in videos like this, passive and active. A passive story is one you tell through builds, which of course I will strive to do. This series, however, I'm also going to work on an active story. That's one that also has narration and outright information provided directly, kind of like I'm reading you a book. Now, this won't be the entire episodes, of course, but it's something I want to include in the series. So what about my Grimm's World single-player server? Well, in short, I'm still going to do that. However, it's going to take a backseat to the StoneVania server. So those episodes are going to come out a little bit slower and further between. As for streaming, I will probably do some streaming from the server. That will be over on Twitch. You can find that link in the description below. I probably won't stream too much Minecraft, but I'll do a community post when I do. Now, before we jump into the thick of things, there's just one more thing I want to mention. I do now have a merch store. We have shirts, sweaters, water bottles, coffee mugs, and a bunch of other stuff. So be sure to check that out if you'd like. There's a link to that in the description below. Now that the starting shenanigans are out of the way, I have set up in a village here, so I've just sort of annexed this. There was a barn at one point, I just kind of put an extra wall on it. I made a little bit of a lava farm here so I can farm some obsidian and made it to the nether. But I don't want to be stuck in this village forever, so we're going to start planning out and working on a starter base. So I think I'm going to go right here. It's kind of village adjacent, which is good because I obviously have stuff in the village and I'm working on those villagers, getting them leveled up and everything. So I think this is a good place to go, but I do need some resources first. Well, I do have plenty of dark oak because I was sure to chop down a bunch of trees to make sure I had enough saplings because I didn't want to have to make the trek back just for dark oak. I also have some jungle saplings while I don't have any jungle wood. So the primary build is going to be mostly dark oak, and then we're going to use some jungle and some oak wood to kind of detail it out a bit. So that means I need to farm some jungle wood as well as some oak. And this is what we have so far here. So this is the basic shape. All these holes are actually going to be glass panes. We're going to use glass panes instead of solid blocks because it gives you a little more depth, as well as we're putting some stairs down here and probably up here. Those will be oak stairs, that's why I'm growing some oak trees. And that'll just give it some nice contrast and add a little bit more depth to it too, so it just breaks it up for the eye. So I'm going to get started on that. Just wanted to give you guys an update, and let's see where we land. And there we have it. The starter base is mostly done. I'll show you inside here. Right now it's just kind of big and empty. We have a bit of a storage area over there. I might actually move that to be like lengthwise this way, just get a little more storage in here because I got a lot of room in here, and then of course I could expand to a second floor if I need to. But for now, I think that's good enough. What we do want to do is we want to get onto the roof of the Nether. And we're going to do that because we have a long distance to go back to spawn where our shopping district's going to be. And so I need to be on the roof of the Nether to make traveling easier. But that means that I need gold to barter to hopefully get some ender pearls that way. So we need to go caving. So we're going to go caving, grab some gold, hopefully also find some diamonds and some other goodies. Once we get enough gold, we'll head back into the Nether. We'll do some bartering. We'll use that to get onto the roof of the Nether, and then we'll build a transportation system to take us back towards spawn. All right, so it's still the start of the server. I'm playing a lot, and I'm not exactly recording everything. That being said, I was caving, and I probably should have been recording because I was caving, and I had a little bit of a creeper incident where, well, I lost all my stuff. All my iron gear, which I had a few valuables on me, so those are on too. It was, in no uncertain terms, a disaster. That being said, I spent some time in the mines, and I got myself all decked out in diamond gear now. So overall, it kind of came out as a net positive. We have a mine, so this brings me up from the mine, and then I go down here. I have one wave right here. I'm going to turn this into a farm area. It's going to have some automated farms. Nothing too major, as most of my farms are going to be over in an industrial area. And that's just to respect the fact that we're on a multiplayer server and watching out for lag. And then down here, I have all kinds of strip mines. And I didn't have any gear on, so I did strip mining instead of caving. It's just safer. But overall, I was able to get out with full gear. I was also able to make one of every diamond tool. And I keep that in here. So we have all the diamond tools. I just want to be a little bit careful with that. Don't want to lose it all. And I have 4 diamonds. I need 2 for an enchanting table setup. And I have these 10 diamonds. Now, the server is about a day and a half old. And we do have a shop on the server already, so I want to go and check that out and maybe spend some of my diamonds. But we have a spider to kill first. But what that means is I really need to get set up on the roof of the Nether, and I need to do that to make traveling back to the shopping district easier. So, while I made a whole bunch of other stuff in the mines, I also... Let's just find where I'm trying to get my chest semi-organized. We'll call that one there for now. I also found a whole bunch of gold. I did lose those golden boots because, of course, I had them on me. So we'll make some new golden boots. Like so. And the rest of those golden ingots are going to go into bartering and hoping to get myself an ender pearl so I can get onto the roof. I do have the obsidian stashed away already. So if I can get onto the roof of the Nether, I can go ahead and make a portal up there and everything will be good. So yeah, I didn't really have my mic and everything all set up there, so it was a little hard to do proper recording, but as you saw there, I actually saw an enderman in there. I was able to kill him for an ender pearl. So what that means is I have what I need to get onto the roof of the Nether now. So now I need to bring food, obsidian, a flint and steel, and ladders so that I can make it onto the Nether roof. And from there, we can set up an easy system to make it all the way to spawn. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is break this portal down. We're actually going to take 3 pieces of obsidian because what I have from other sources, that'll give me 28. So I can make 2 portals because I'll make a portal on the roof at spawn as well. And then we're going to head up to the roof. And then, yeah, we can just go straight to spawn. Let's see. We are on level 60. So we got quite a ways to go all the way up to the Nether roof, but that's fine. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. I'm dead. I am so dead, and I'm going to lose everything. There goes all my diamond gear, my diamond pickaxe, all my obsidian. Well, I think that's a good place to pull a pin for tonight. I will get back at this tomorrow. It turns out I have been a fool's fool. You see, access to the roof Nether already exists. There must be a log or something in there I'm going to have to break. Access to the roof Nether, however, as I said, already exists, only at spawn. Now, if you remember, I broke the portal on the Nether side before I died. That means that if I make it over to spawn, I can use their access to come back, because I have the coordinates already jotted down, and I can use that to make my roof nether portal. So that's what we're going to do. I just need a bucket because I need to be able to get some water to make obsidian. And we're going to actually cook all of our food, and then we're going to head over there. And we're going to do it that way. It's going to mean a longer trek going there, but it's also going to be a safer way to do it, so that's what we're going to do. All right, that wasn't super long journey, but we did make it. However, as I said, we have a shop set up over there, so I'm going to go ahead and check out that shop, see what is for sale. And he's got a... I think this is a Zillick shop, and he's got a bunch of stuff out here, too. Don't think any of that's for sale, though, so we're not going to touch it. I'm just snooping. Okay, so what do we got here? Cooked pork shop. 1 stack for a diamond. And leather. 32 for 1 diamond. Okay, those actually aren't that bad of prices. Of course, I didn't bring my diamonds with me because I didn't want to take any unnecessary chances. And it looks like we don't have any other shops just yet. That's fine. What we're going to do is head through the nether, hopefully survive to get up onto the roof of the nether. And you know what? I'm going to borrow his chest a little bit here. Does he have an open slot? He does. I'm going to put my diamond pickaxe in this chest. Just in case I die, I don't want it on me because I'm already kind of low on diamonds. But we have the obsidian. We don't have a flint and steel, but we can use a lava bucket to make the portal. So we're making the portal only on our side at our cords on the roof. And then once we have that, we will come back, and then we'll grab our pickaxe then. And we're supposed to have... No, who's shooting at me? Now, we are supposed to have access to the roof of the nether. Oh, no! I have no armor on. Why is there even a skeleton in the nether to begin with? Oh my god, I don't even have a golden gear to keep me safe from jerk faces. We're just going to jump back to where it's safe. And I'm going to see if I can find cords or something of where that portal is, or where the access is to the roof. So with a little bit of help from Zillick, I did get the roof access. It's not by the spawn, it's actually by his base, but it's pretty close. His base is pretty close to spawn, so I will probably set a roof one up for the shopping district. But first, I want to get mine set up, obviously. Keep everything nice and safe, so I can travel along the roof of the nether and not die horribly. So I'm going to head off and do that right now. So apparently this doesn't work. Not sure why I thought it did. I could have sworn I've done this before. But apparently not. Okay. So that means we have to head back. We have to head back to Zillick's portal. So we'll do that. I'll find a crafting bench. I will make... I see I have some iron there, so I will make a flint and steel, and then I will come back this way. So fun times. Okay, flint and steel acquired. Now I need to head all the way back to my portal, which actually is only a few hundred blocks away because we're in the nether. It's not several thousand. And then we'll light it, and then we should be good. So my portal links up this way. Now I do need to double check and make sure it links up the other way. But just for safety, we're going to drop all of our stuff off. Then we're going to try it. That way, if something goes wrong, I can just throw myself into the lava and take a quick death to get back. That sounded a lot darker than I meant it to. All right, moment of truth. I have no reason to believe this won't work, but we'll see. Perfect. I am... Don't tell me there's gas up here. Underneath the floor is fine. Ooh, I should put some slabs on top of that portal to actually prevent that, so... I don't see a ghast up here. I think we're fine. Portal links up both ways. We are good. So now there's a couple of things I need to do. Number one, I need to go back to the spawn area because I need to get my diamond pickaxe back. I left it in Zillick's chest, if you remember. I also need to hit the mines again, pick up some diamonds, probably some iron, other goodies as well, but really get myself all set back up. And then we can start looking at what we want to do from there. All right, and everything is now set up. You see I have some red carpets in my hand. I'm still going to need more, but what we're doing is get in here. We're using red carpet, and we're going to use that to kind of direct ourselves to various points of interest. So if you look, this one's for the shopping district. I can just come this way. And then when I get out here, we'll continue on the path. The portal is like down there, which for some reason isn't loading at the moment. So we're actually going to do some caving over in the shopping area. We're going to do that just because it's safer. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, and hopefully we can get ourselves set back up with diamond gear, maybe some iron and stuff as well. Well, everyone, that is it. I did try to make it back to that stuff, but unfortunately by the time I got there, it had despawned. So it's just gone forever. But we're going to go ahead and pull the plug for this episode. This has been my worst start to any Minecraft world ever. But that's okay. That's okay, I suppose. Yeah, so off camera, we're going to hit the mines. We're going to do the strip mining thing again and just try and get ourselves set back up as safely as we can. And then next episode, I think we're going to start getting industrial next episode, because if you look, I do have plenty of redstone. Even through all the tests, I didn't really lose a lot of that. So I think next episode is going to be getting industrial. But until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay happy, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.